What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today we're going to take a look at a 21st Century Toys 1/18 scale World War II German Tiger I tank. Now this is also a die-cast version of the Tiger tank that 21st Century Toys produced. And you may have noticed that this is not just any Tiger tank from 21st Century Toys. This is indeed, as you know by the title, a custom, fully custom Tiger tank. It is actually fully repainted, and I never did any of the custom work. When I saw it online, I just had to pick it up. And so here it is, one of a kind, a very beautiful paint scheme going on this tank, but it is missing a few parts. So throughout this video, I will be going ahead and showing you all the different features of this tank and just going in a depth review of the tank and whether or not you should, whether or not you want to pick up the original version of the tank. Now, with any video, I always like to give a brief history of the tank or the vehicle, and so I'm going to go ahead and start off by saying that the Tiger I is arguably the most famous tank of the Second World War. I mean, the impenetrable armor, the powerful gun, and just the huge size of the Tiger made it a legend in its time. The armor was about 100 millimeter thick at the front, making it impervious to Allied guns. Yet a shot from the 88 millimeter gun could penetrate about 100 millimeter armor at ranges of up to 1,000 meters. Now, yes, the tank did have its problems. It was unreliable and caught fire easily. And, you know, a lot of crew definitely abandoned their tanks because of those reasons. And it first went into action on the Eastern Front against Russia, then in North Africa, and all other major European battlefronts. So this vehicle saw quite a lot of action, and, you know, I guess it got its name for being probably one of the most feared tanks, you know, that Allied tank crews encountered during the war. Alright, so as I said, this tank was customized from its original look, and I'll go ahead and put up a picture right now of the original look of the tank. So looking at the front of the tank, we can see the whole machine gun, the driver's position right here, and it did have two hatches that would go right here. And they did open up, but as I said, some pieces are missing from the tank, so I probably will have to get some custom-made hatches done for this tank. And I'll get to some of the other parts that are missing, but then we get that awesome view, once again, of the 88 millimeter gun. Let's go on the side of the tank. So the tracks do move. Ooh, pretty squeaky tracks. No suspension on these models whatsoever, but for detail, we have these toe straps right here, the little cables that run along the side of the tank. This thing doesn't want to stay on this side. And then on the top, we have more toe straps, or just, if you want to call them, cables. The other side is missing its cable straps, unfortunately. Oh, let's go ahead and move on to the turret of the tank. Right off the bat, we see this spare track piece on the side of the hull there. We have the customized 231 number, also seen on the back of the turret. And then we also have this customized Nazi flag on the back. Let's see. So on the cupola, another thing that's missing. Quite a few things are missing on the tank, but honestly, for the customized look of it, you know, can't go wrong with that. Yeah, the hatch for the driver's or the commander's cupola is missing as well, but it would open up like this and move to the side, so you can fit the figure in there. Thankfully, this hatch is there, so that does open up, as you see there. You can fit another figure over there. And then if we turn the turret this way, we got another spare track piece and another 231. And a cool feature of these tanks is that the escape hatch on the side of the turret does open up. So very nice indeed. So that's about it for the turret. Now, another cool feature with this turret of the gun, or of the tank, is that it can open up. You can take it off, and let me get a better view of this. There we go. So you can actually see the inside of the turret. So that's actually very cool that you get to see the gun right there in the little tray. So you can move it up and down this way and see it There's 2 seats as well, and then the bottom of the turret as well. That's a very cool detail on 21st Century Toys, and a few tank models that I've actually reviewed in the past, they did not have that feature where you could open up the tank, and then there you can see the inside. Now let's move on to the rear of the tank. We can see some pretty cool detail that looks like the exhaust pipes have been penetrated a few times. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 marks, possibly 6 on the back there, or holes. So that's pretty neat. The mud flaps are missing on the rear of the tank, as well as the engine covers. But there's a good look at the engine of this tank. Another very nice detail that 21st Century Toys have added into their vehicles. And I think this hatch might be able to go ahead and, oh, yep, this hatch can open, maybe. If I move the turret to a certain position, it may be able to open. There we go. So opens up like that. Not much to see. And closes down like that. So, and for anybody that's curious, there's a view of the bottom of the tank. As you can tell, you can still see some of the original, let me zoom in here. You can still see some of the original gray paint that the original tank had. And then you can see where it was kind of custom painted around that. So that's pretty cool to see. Once again, a very nice customized tank, but you can still find the original gunmetal gray version of this tank online. Very cool overall. I love the detail that 21st Century Toys puts into their vehicles. But yeah, it looks like that's going to be it for this video, guys. Make sure to subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Hit that like button and stay tuned for more upcoming videos. A bunch more reviews coming soon. So yeah, have a great one, guys.